It's Brad in London.
Hi, Brian. How are you?
I use Vonage, so that's why I'm on 212. Good. Long-time listener. Actually, I've been living here for 10 years and been listening to you the whole time.
Wow.
Sorry it took me the last week to finally join.
Oh, well, better late than never. Those are actually British fanfare players, too, I should tell you.
Thank you. So I wanted to talk about the NSA spying. And, there's a lot of people out there that say this, like, if you're not doing anything wrong, blah, 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 who cares? And, in fairness, I really don't care. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I don't care if anybody watches me. But, the people who make a difference. And my argument I try to make is if Richard Nixon was, going into a second term in, 2012 and he had this power, he would just be a Machiavellian, nutter. And
right, of course.
Stuff. So,
and of course,
and then, like,
it's also.
But it doesn't seem like that. Like nobody's making that point about like nobody does this Nixon analogy of like the idea of some kind of crazy government, and then essentially they could just hold on to power and just transfer it down to the who's the next anointed person, et cetera. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have to say though. I mean, it seems to me the point's been made quite a bit. Any power you confer on to President Obama, as much as you may trust him. Is power that you're conferring to, President Rick Perry or, President, whoever it may be in the future. So yes, I mean that's a problem. There's also a problem that it's, when it's okay to spy on the average person, it's okay obviously to spy on lawmakers and other members of it corrupts the whole system. So the idea that as an individual, you may or may not have something to hide. And, the reality is you may not have something to hide today, but you don't know how that's going to be interpreted in 5 years.
I even say I make the analogy as well. It's like people could say well, if a presidential contender has nothing to hide, I mean, like you could be Jimmy Carter and you could be like squeaky clean, but then any member of your staff or whatever, they could just literally just take down any candidate by just picking away around him, and just suddenly there's controversy everywhere, and
Yeah, it's a very dangerous power for that needs to be constrained and with proper oversight and used, frankly, in my estimation, for a limited set of purposes. I really do think that having the U.S. government in the business of industrial espionage, I think if there's, if you broadly define national security as anything that helps any U.S. corporation, I think then there's a real problem there. But I appreciate the phone call.